Many blended families are juggling two households across the Easter weekend. Children waking up in one home, heading to another, navigating sugar highs, emotional transitions and the pressure of splitting time between parents. The step-parent coach, Chris Burns, joins us this afternoon. Welcome to Perth, Chris.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Now, many families try to navigate this quietly, but you're suggesting to flip the switch on this conversation.
Oh, absolutely. I think you can only control what happens within the four walls of your own home, and I think a lot of people need to start putting their energy just to that solely and not being so focused on what might be happening outside of that.
However, what if one party isn't as forthcoming?
And that can happen, but again, just to reinforce, this is about what's going on in your home with your blended family, with your stepchildren and your partnership, and putting more time and energy into focusing on that is what's going to be the thing that moves the needle into a much healthier, happier blended family life.
Okay then, so how can families manage the Easter transitions without that conflict or guilt?
Oh, definitely. Look, I think that people need to simplify the task at hand. Don't overcomplicate things. If things are different on the day than what you expected them to look like, that's the reality of it. Remembering that the day is about the kids. Easter is about tradition and kids and smiles and laughter. And if it's a little bit chaotic for the adults, everything's going to be okay. Just putting some time back into the children.
Is there a way to support the kids through the emotional push and pull of the two households other than really just, putting the time back into them?
Yeah, absolutely. I think keeping adult conversations just for the adults and making sure that there's no little ears around when things might not go your way, and really just reinforcing the magic of the day and creating play, being outside, being with your family and just reinforcing all of those positive things.
And we're lucky here in Perth because we've got great weather to get the kids outdoors this coming Sunday and over the whole long weekend and the holiday break thereafter. What are some simple things we can do to help the kids feel safe and settled?
Definitely. Sometimes I think having some open conversations with them, of course, to be suitable for their age and appropriate for their age, but giving them the space to feel like they can communicate whatever's going on. If some kids might want to be with mum for just the whole day and some might want to be with dad for just the whole day, give yourselves and them the permission to have that conversation, and just having that open communication can really help kids feel heard, feel seen, and ultimately feel safe.
All right, so what kind of topics do we raise with them first, though, involving them in that decision and conversation?
Yeah, well, it could be something as simple as, what would you like Easter to look like this year? What do you want to get up to on the day? What do you remember about last year that felt really nice? And speaking to them in a way that's going to help them feel like they have that permission and they have that control over the day. A lot of blended families that are navigating separations and things like that and shared custody arrangements, kids don't have control. That's the biggest piece, right? So giving them a little bit of permission back into some control and making it about them, because the day is really just about them.
Step parenting expert Chris Burns, thank you for being with us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.